And they don't come much bigger or better than this big Brit bruiser. I am biased. I adore the XJS, even when, like this one, it costs £48,000. I love its Britishness. I love the way it can make 1,000 miles seem like 100. It may not be that hot in a Cornish fishing village, but it's pretty much the definitive Grand Tourer. I even love its looks. But I'm not stupid. I will admit it's not exactly fault-free. And if you're going to start talking faults, you really have to kick off with its size. Even though the XJS is 16 feet long, the interior is no place for the fat. And if you do find somebody sitting in the back, he will answer to the name of Colin Moynihan. Secondly, though this is one of the new models with the smart new rear windows and this much improved instrument binnacle, it still looks like the designer simply threw all the switches at the dashboard and screwed them down where they landed. It's entirely possible, for instance, to activate the cruise control when you want to lower the electric windows. And speaking of windows, they're so slitty you sometimes get the impression that you're driving a postbox. Then there's the heater, which is either useless or deafening, the wipers, which look like pencils and are about as effective. There's nowhere really to put my left foot, the steering wheel isn't on straight, you can't see half the dials, and the CD player mounted in the boot has an aggravating habit of jumping so much that even Beethoven begins to sound like MC Hammer. But throughout the Jaguar's 17-year life, there have always been niggles. This car, however, has added a new one to the list. You see, this is not an XJS. This is the new Jaguar Sport XJRS. So called because under that beautifully sculptured bonnet, which is so long you could have an accident and not even know about it, is a 6-litre V12. Oh, I'm sorry, could you just excuse me for a second? Right, now, where were we? Yes, sorry, 6-litre V12 engine. Now, this churns out a not inconsiderable 333 horsepower. Even though it's mated to a rather archaic 3-speed automatic gearbox, this car will still out-accelerate the 968. It also has a top speed of, oh, I don't believe this. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to stop again. What was I going on about? Yes, it'll go at 163 miles an hour. That is very, very fast. But here's the rub. That is my average MPG. It's enough to make your teeth itch. Now you're probably wondering how I can defend a car that is this flawed. Well, look at it this way. You could buy a brand new house with triple glazing and all mod cons. Or you could go for a 17th century manor. It'd cost you a fortune to heat, you'd bang your head on the beams and the plumbing would be from the Dark Ages. But me, I'd take the manor house.